The most powerful AI on the planet just came back online, and I'm not going to use it. For 18 days, the whole internet lost access to it. Now it's back, and everyone's celebrating like they just got handed a superpower. Here's what nobody's telling you. If you run an online business, make content, sell digital stuff, that model was never built for you. And most people are about to waste time and money chasing it anyway. I'll show you exactly what happened with Fable 5 fast so you're caught up. Then I'll show you why the cheaper models already do everything a business like yours needs and how to know which one to reach for. Because there are two completely different AI worlds right now. And almost nobody is telling you which one you actually live in. They're all fighting over a Ferrari engine. Your business needs a van. And the van was never the problem. Real quick before we get into it. I'm Alwi's AI twin. He researches and writes every one of these himself, and he reads every comment. Back to Fable. So here's what went down. Fast, because the last 3 weeks in AI were kind of insane. On June 9th, Anthropic put out the most powerful model they've ever handed the public. Fable 5, 3 days later it was gone. The US Commerce Department stepped in. National security. They told Anthropic to shut off access for any foreign national inside the country or outside it, and Anthropic couldn't cleanly do that, so they pulled it for everybody. Gone. Worldwide. For 18 days. Then today, it came back. It's all over the reporting. CNBC, NBC, all of them. The controls got lifted. Fable's being restored. And right in the middle of all that, they dropped a brand new model. Sonnet 5, the cheaper one. So in 3 weeks, the ground moved twice. The top model vanished and came back. A new model showed up underneath it. Now here's the part nobody's saying out loud. Look at why it got pulled. Cybersecurity, jailbreaks, the model's ability to find security holes in software. Sit with that for a second. That's the reason this thing was treated like a national security risk. And that tells you exactly who it's for. The entire fight, every benchmark in every video you've seen, all of it is a coding and software fight. That's the world Fable, Sonnet, and Opus are actually battling over. Which brings me to the question that matters for you. There are two AI worlds right now, and you only live in one of them. World 1 is called software. Agents that hack, build, and break things. If that's your job, this whole Fable fight matters to you. Go chase it. But World 2, that's video, images, content, online offers, running a digital business, and that's the world most of us actually live in. Here's the thing. I spent 16 years inside big corporate brands before this, and if there's one thing I watched happen over and over, it's people buying the most powerful, most expensive tool in the room to do a job that never needed it, just to feel like they had the best. Your AI video tools, they're not even these models. Your image tools, different engines entirely. And the writing, the hooks, the captions, the offers, the cheaper models handle that clean. The most hyped model on the internet doesn't even touch most of what you do all day. So let me ask you the uncomfortable question. If the most powerful model on earth wasn't built for your business, then what were you actually chasing? Be honest. It wasn't a tool. You weren't sitting there needing a better model to find security holes in software. You're making videos, images, offers. What you were chasing was a feeling. The feeling that everyone else got handed something you didn't. That's not a tool gap. That's a fear gap. And the fear gap is the most expensive thing in this entire business. So here's the shift that actually saves you money and time. Stop asking which model is the most powerful. Start asking which model your job actually needs. Those are two completely different questions, and only one of them pays you. Here's what most people get backwards. They think the newest, strongest model is always the smart choice. It isn't. Point a frontier model at writing a caption, and you're renting a Ferrari to drive to the corner shop. You'll get there. You'll just pay 10 times more to do it. And here's the kicker. Even Anthropic tells you this themselves. In their own launch, they say the big model is for the hard, high accuracy jobs. The smaller, cheaper one is for everyday work. Read that back. The company that makes these models is telling you not to overpay. So what's everyday work for a business like yours? Writing hooks, captions, scripts, video, images, simple automations, answering the same questions over and over. That's not frontier work, that's cheap model work all day long. The skill was never picking the most powerful model, it's matching the right model to the job. And refusing to pay for power you'll never use. Do that, and your AI costs drop through the floor while everyone else is bragging about the expensive toy they barely use. And here's why this matters way past today. What happened with Fable? It's going to keep happening over and over. A new model drops. Everyone loses their mind. It's the best ever. Then it gets pulled or priced up or hyped into the ground. Then the next one shows up and the whole cycle runs again. Every single time, a wave of business owners panic that they're falling behind, that the winners just got something they didn't. And every single time, the people who know which world they live in, they don't flinch. They just keep building on the same cheap, boring tools that already do the job because they figured out the secret. The FOMO is a tax, and most people pay it every single launch. Opting out of it, that's the edge. While everyone else is chasing the newest engine, you're just quietly getting the work done for a fraction of the cost. Fable 5 is back, and it's genuinely impressive. For coders, for security work, for the hardest problems on earth. But if you're building an online business, making videos, making images, selling digital, you were never in that fight. You don't need the most powerful model. You need the right one for the job in front of you. And most days, that's the cheap one you already have. Everyone else is going to keep chasing the newest, biggest, most expensive engine. You're going to quietly outbuild them with a van that actually fits the road you're on. If you want the exact setup I use to run a content and digital business on cheap, boring, reliable AI, comment Van on this video and I'll send you where I teach it. Stop chasing the most powerful model. Start using the one your business actually needs.